Piero della Francesca was born around 1412 in Sant'Apolcro, Italy. His true name is Piero di Benedetto de Franceschi, and he was born into a family of merchants. Francesca was trained by Antonio di Anghiari, and he later went to Florence, where he worked on the frescoes of the main chapel in the church of Sant'Egidio. By 1439, Piero was working with Domenico Veneziano on the frescoes for the Santa Maria Nuova Hospital in Florence. Through his experiences, he was able to observe Flemish art, get into oil painting, and study perspective. He also held multiple public roles and wrote books about the worlds of perspective and math. He produced many famous works as well, such as The Legend of the True Cross, The Resurrection of Christ, and The Duke and Duchess of Urbino. And he painted them with great precision and detail. It is assumed that he stopped painting due to his poor eyesight and eventually turned blind. In the end, Piero della Francesca died on October 12, 1492.
The Duke and Duchess of Urbino is a painting of the Montefeltro couple, who were Francesca's patrons around 1465. The diptych is a portrait of Battista Sforza and Federico di Montefeltro, showing them as powerful and fit rulers. The background of the portrait emphasizes the magnificence of the court of Urbino. The portraits dominate the painting, just as the rulers look over their land. Francesca painted the Duke's left side because he lost his right eye in a tournament, and one can see his broken nose, which was also due to a tournament. The Duchess is wearing a dress with intricate detail, and her makeup is according to the fashion of the time. The diptych is painted on the back as well. The Duke and Duchess are on two wagons with women who represent virtues. The way the Duke is carrying himself and how his armor is worn, it shows his leadership as he is crowned by victory. The Duchess's wagon is pulled by unicorns, which represent her gentle soul. Through the detailed and symbolic portrayal of the Duke and Duchess, Francesca accomplishes two things: the goal of making the memory of the rulers eternal and portraying the Renaissance man, one who knows his role in the world and acknowledges the importance of culture and intelligence.
In our version of the Duke and Duchess of Urbino, we painted two faces of the same person on two separate canvases. The left canvas contains the person's face on the right side shaded in gray, wearing a graduation cap and gown. Behind the person, city skyscrapers with both lit and unlit windows shoot up into a sky filled with smoggy air. The right canvas displays a person's face on the left side, also painted gray. On this side, the person's hair flows out longer and is tinted pink near the end hairs. Instead of a graduation gown, this person wears a rainbow-colored t-shirt. The background comprises of light blue sky scattered with clouds and sunlight that shines down onto the person's face. The backside of our artwork hosts two collages. Behind the graduation canvas lies one collage full of pictures of successful people, prestigious colleges, and prosperous enterprises. And behind the more colorful canvas lies the other collage full of images of entertainment celebrities and sport assets. Our artwork is framed with wood on all four sides on every collage as an attempt to mimic the original portrait of the Duke and Duchess of Urbino. Our intent creating this piece is to represent the two faces or parts that make up the whole definition of the modern man. The two faces are painted gender neutral to show that the situation can apply to anyone. The left side of the artwork shows the theme of society's expectations. The graduation clothing exemplifies the society's expectation of higher level education, and the dark and cluttered background signifies how society limits our choice of careers to a few that will ensure success. The backside of that painting has a collage that comprises of leaders, colleges, logos, and company names that are associated with success. The right side of the artwork embodies the freedom aspect of the modern man. The person's physical appearance describes how he or she deviates from the norm. The black hair with pink highlights is clear, unique, and the rainbow shirt symbolizes the variety of pathways the person can embark on. The background depicts the wide blue sky filled with endless possibilities for the future. The collage associated with the site contains images of those who have excelled in careers that are much more enjoyable than others but are much more difficult to become successful in, such as well-known musicians or artists. These people who have defied society's expectations and found success in their hobbies and dream jobs. As one can see from the art piece, the modern man embodies both society's expectations and our innermost desires for the future. In the following minutes, you'll be listening to a few interviews that we conducted with our fellow classmates and us. We believe that money has been a very big influence in society's expectations and in our personal desires. It's a comedy that has affected both of those. Therefore, a lot of our questions are based upon money.
Issue, then what would you want to be?
Well, I really like watching anime. I think a lot of people know that. I think it would be kind of cool if I could go to Japan and work in one way or another at an anime company or something, like writing a script or being an artist or something like that. I think that would be really cool.
I don't know what I would have. I don't know what job I would like to have because the only thing I've ever done is be a student. And so if there was no issues with money, I would just go to graduate from get my undergrad, then go to grad school. I don't know. If I could do anything, what I would study would be creative writing. But that seems like a really not lucrative profession.
Money was not an issue. I would love to work for a nonprofit organization that builds wells in communities that need it or build schools.
Senior year.
If I could get the job, I would like to do maybe some marketing or advertisement for it. Maybe also organize a fundraiser.
Money wasn't an issue, then I guess I would want to be an anthropologist because it combines my love of traveling with my interest in learning about human societies and ancient civilizations as well.
If money was not an issue, I would pursue multiple degrees, such as a degree in business and a degree in law.
If money was not an issue, I would pursue a job in music because I really enjoy music. So I'm really okay with doing anything in the field of music. I would love to become an artist and sing songs or play piano or play instrument for a band, or I can compose music, or I can even write lyrics for music.
You in choosing a career?
I think money has influenced me one way or another while choosing, because I want to have some financial stability / security when I'm older.
Okay.
How has money influenced your decision to choose your current job or what you're going to do?
It's definitely been a huge influence because I've seen the way that money can make your life easier, and who doesn't want an easy life, you know? I mean, to earn a lot of money, typically you have to have a hard job, but it makes other aspects of your life easier, and I would be lying if I said that would
It's still what I want to do. So I guess it hasn't really influenced that much, but I'm conscious that I will never be able to have nice things. I'll never be able to travel the world like I want to. So
Yeah.
I know that.
Okay.
That money has influenced me considerably in my choice in choosing career because I want a job in the future in which I can earn a sustainable amount of income, but I also want to enjoy doing that job because I feel like choosing a job just for the money won't satisfy myself.
And money has been a huge influence on my career because I had to think about how it was going to affect me financially and how much it's going to cost me to pursue that career. And if the money I'm going to be making in the future would help me pay off all my loans, and if I would be able to live the life I want with the money I'd be making.
Money has influenced me because I want a job that gives me financial security. I want a job that helps me pay off my college debts. I want a job that won't leave me in debt when I grow up. And of course, having a lot of money will give us a happy life. And that's why I want a job that will pay me well, so I live a happy life.
And how have family members, peers, or teachers affected your decision?
Well, my parents have influenced me a lot because my parents don't really pressure me into becoming a certain career choice or a major when I'm older, but at the same time I don't want to cause a financial burden on them when I'm older. So that's where it loops back to how money has influenced my decision.
Okay, how has peer pressure, parents, teachers, etc. Influenced your decision?
Oh gosh, I mean, my teachers have always been like, you know, you can do whatever you want to do, and my parents have been like, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do as long as as long as you're earning enough, you know. But I would say that generally everybody's been very encouraging of what I want to do as long as it's not anything stupid. You feel me?
Before I wanted to do like graphic design for those nonprofits, but my parents kind of like got me to think realistically and realize that like that's not a job that's fun.
I would say that my parents have influenced me the most because I know they just want to support me with whatever I want to do, but they realize that life is really difficult.
Peer pressure, parents, and teachers have influenced my decision greatly because I would want to go into a career that my parents are accepting of, and that basically means that I have two options: either going into the field of engineering and computers or going into a medical field. So those were my only two options, and I had to choose between those.
My future job, my parents has influenced me because they want me to pursue a job that will pay well, so I won't be left in debt or I won't be in trouble financially when I grow up. And my peers has influenced me because they're all pursuing very prestigious jobs, and just by being around my peers, they kind of influenced me to also pursue a similar job.